Does this look familiar to you? Well, how about this? No? Well, what about this? Or this? I didn't think so. Well, that's because we have the family. Yes, the family. The heart and soul of this very nation. But we must beware, because there are those who wish to destroy our family and our very way of living. Yes, the communists. They wish to destroy our perfect family. But how can we fight against this red tide? Well, let's take a look at Johnny to show us how. Johnny comes from a small neighborhood and he knows most of the people who live there. After playing a game of baseball with his friends in the park, he likes to hitchhike home sometimes. Now this isn't odd. Johnny knows most of the people in the neighborhood and usually they're more than happy to give him a ride home. But there's something different about today. Johnny's never seen this man around before and he seems a little bit too friendly. But Johnny plays it safe and engages in regular conversation with the man, hiding his own suspicious thoughts of what he thinks of him. Johnny does this all the way home to make sure the man has no idea what he's going to do once he gets there. Doesn't that pat on the back seem a little bit suspicious to you? And what about this face? That's the face of communism if I ever saw it. Luckily our boy Johnny knows exactly what to do. He hurries inside and tells his parents of this suspicious man, who in turn call the police. That a boy Johnny, the red tide's no match for the boys in blue. You just protected your family and the country. But this is not the only thing we must do to protect ourselves from the communists. Like the Johnsons here, we must make sure we protect our ideals through such things as the classic family dinner. These dinners encourage communication amongst the family, which in turn brings them closer together, which forms a bond amongst them that communism cannot break. Look at it. How can communism ever hope to take down thousands of families like this all across the country? Look at Billy here helping out his little brother, showing us what family values are all about. And look how happy he is to do it as little brother watches and learns. And do you think they'd be this happy underneath the Iron Curtain? I don't think so. They wouldn't even have this lovely meal that Mrs. Johnson cooked up all by herself. You see, the communists wish to break down this family unit. They'd rather have you working in the factories to support their dreams of world domination. Communists hate the family because it represents democracy. Father likes democracy. So do you, Billy, don't you? Sure tastes good, doesn't it? But you may be wondering, how can the family protect you against this? No, Billy, I'm afraid it'll take more than a few good right hooks to stop him. We must learn how to protect ourselves in these types of circumstances in order for our nation to carry on strong. If the family survives, democracy survives. Like Jim's family here, you must learn how to protect yourself and your family against such destructive weapons. And would you look at that? Record time. That a boy, Jim. Together with your family, our allies, and their allies, we can ensure that our way of life is preserved. But remember, if all else fails, better dead than red.